Joao Felix to United transfer resistance. However much the players are variable, but there is a huge transfer resistance because of the financial stand of Manchester United that is not enabling it to go on and even get a player on loan. And this shows you what the Glazers curse is all about. These guys have come out and jinxed United. They've put us in this level that we cannot even pay £37 million for Cody Gakpo and a deal of £16 million of Joao Felix to come in at the club for just 6 months can't be executed because of their poor running of the club. We're going to talk about Casemiro, Erik ten Hag, and very many other sources coming in through from Manchester United as far as our season is concerned and how we expect to go on and propel into the next game of Wolverhampton Wanderers and what we expect the January transfer window. Tomorrow there is a story that David Austin has really gone ahead to put out tonight. I thought that we shouldn't really let it out now. I thought maybe later, that is tomorrow. That's when I'm going to come in through and digest it because it's really going to be dissecting the curse of the Glazers, and it looks like it's really coming to an end because the shame is really over them and they feel like they should let the club be sold immediately, even before the January transfer window really closes down. David Austin has gone ahead to confirm that to us, and we are waiting to see what it's all going to be all about. Now, let's get into this story brought to you by a man known as Medina Marca. Told us that this is David G. Medina, obviously coming in from the Marca. He has told us that Jorge Mendes has proposed a loan to Manchester United, who are best placed, and Arsenal. The proposal is facing resistance as the club is in need of cash to balance their finances. Now, it shows you how bad we are and how worse we are as far as a financial crisis is concerned, because you can tell me that £16 million are not really there for United to get this deal done, and that all that amount of money is not needed. Let no one lie to you, that money is not needed. What is needed is the £8 million to cover for the loan fee of Joao Felix to Atletico Madrid, and this other amount of money is going to come in through in as weekly wages, £250,000 a week coming in as weekly wages, and United can't afford that. So it shows you how ugly we are as far as finances are concerned, and the Glazers are really emptying this club. The well is dry, there is nowhere to get the money, and obviously we are losing out on a very good player that Erik ten Hag was interested in the summer and made a bid of 90 million euros that was rejected by Atletico Madrid, confirming to us that the player was not for sale. He was there for keeps. But after the player came in through and really turned the clock around and said, no, I'm not going to be here, I really want to go out because I'm fed up of playing pragmatic football. Obviously, this is what has yielded into the United linkages to a man known as Joao Felix. It's really a shame that a club like Manchester United cannot go ahead and really make that one signing of Joao Felix on loan at £8 million only, totaling up to £16 million. That's a shame, because looks like we are not going to go in for a right back unless otherwise the takeover happens in the first week or second week of January and money is pumped into the club and Erik ten Hag will go on and really get in the players he wants. But right now, there are no hopes of getting a right back, and because Aaron Wan-Bissaka is going ahead to go on and play as he's playing right now at the club, I believe they are really having plans of not even going in for backup right back for Diego Dalot. The manager doesn't want this player. So it shows you how ugly we are getting as the club of Manchester United, and every supporter of United should go on his knees and really ask God to see to it that these Glazers really get out before the January transfer window closes. Because if at all they do get out after, you're going to see the consequences. Now, Paul Hurst, he's a correspondent of Times. He's a correspondent of Manchester United at the Times, has told us that Joao Felix is of interest to Manchester United, but United are unwilling to meet Atletico Madrid's demands. They want a loan fee of £8 million and also would want any suitor to pay Joao Felix's wages for the rest of the season. In a total deal would cost about £16 million. Guys, how can you come out and explain this, that a club like Manchester United, one of the wealthiest clubs, has been milked dry by the Glazers to an extent that they can't afford a player on loan and they cannot purchase a player at £16 million. Now, having missed out on Cody Gakpo, we said, all right, it's okay. It's okay. Let's wait and see their next move. Damian knows that because he told me that he was pissed. I told him, let's wait and see what their next move is going to be. And guess what? Their next move is not to sign Joao Felix, because if you want to go on and really silence the Cody Gakpo mess, you have to go in and bring in Joao Felix immediately at the club, because he has a better name. He has played a better game of football. I believe he is a better talent than Cody Gakpo, and he is younger than Cody Gakpo, because Cody Gakpo is 23 and Joao Felix is 22. He will come in through and really hit the ground running, because Ten Hag likes him and he knows he's going to fit in his structure. No player Ten Hag has brought in and has not fit in his structure. All of the players, Malacia, Lisandro Martinez, Eriksen, Casemiro and Anthony, are really playing very well at the start. Most of them have not yet hit their levels we knew them at. But I believe they've gone ahead to give us glimpses of a lot of hope that they're going to come in through and really let everything done and dusted. So that shows you that Joao Felix would have fit into this club like a glove. But we don't have the money to sign him, and obviously there is no indicator that United is going to go in to sign a player known as Joao Felix. And Rob Dawson, coming in from ESPN, a United correspondent of the ESPN, has gone ahead to confirm to us that Joao Felix total loan package is close to 22 million euros for 6 months. If United have to cover the wages, that is confirmed. 22 million euros, that is 16 million pounds. And obviously, that's what is limiting this deal to happen. But Joao Felix is up for grabs, and I don't know whether we are really going to sign this player. I really believe we would have, but if we missed out on a player like Cody Gakpo, can we go in and sign in Joao Felix? Because the club is alarming now to a fee of 16 million pounds. Little money, but in the pockets of United, there is nothing. So that is a very huge shame. And after that, Ten Hag has told United he's frustrated they could not secure the signing of Cody Gakpo, but remains hopeful a short-term replacement for Cristiano Ronaldo can still be found in January. What does this confirm to us? We were told by Samuel Lucas that the club was looking at not signing any single player, provided Cristiano Ronaldo was going to stay. Meaning that we are not going to sign any single player if at all Ronaldo had stayed. Yet Ten Hag was demanding it for another striker. So it shows you how bad we are. A situation is really bad, and it might cost us another season. Not signing in a right back and a centre forward is like writing off the season again. We shouldn't do the same thing we did in January of 2022 when we wrote off the season by not signing players that Ralf Rangnick was recommending for the club to sign. Remember, Konrad Laimer, Zakaria, Enzo Fernandez, Michele, and Akanji. All those are at big clubs right now. They are really expensive. Look at Enzo Fernandez, 130 million euros. Yet United had a chance to go on and sign him, but they didn't want to go on and bring him on. And obviously, we found ourselves into a situation that Benfica signed him, and it's calling for a lot of money. So Ten Hag is frustrated because of the Cody Gakpo deal, and the club not having finances is really one of those factors that is really causing all this. And that is related to how we spent poorly in the summer on Anthony and other players that were available. Now, Ten Hag has gone ahead to talk about Marcus Rashford. He's a threat for every defense. He runs in behind. He has a magnificent shot, as you can see. He's also good in assists. On the counter-attack, he was incredibly good. We hope that he can keep the progress going. The manager of United, Erik ten Hag, confirmed to the media that he sees Rashford scoring 20 Premier League goals this season. He has so far netted in 5, though most people are really counting 4. But if I'm not mistaken, I remember Rashford scoring his first goal against Liverpool. He scored a brace against Arsenal. He scored one against West Ham, and the one he scored yesterday against Nottingham. Those are 5 goals, but people are really indicating how many? 4. Where are the 4 coming in from? They're supposed to be 5. Rashford has now 5 Premier League goals right now. Now 15 to go. Do I believe the manager is right and is going to fire them in? Obviously, I know he's going to fire them in, because that trio of Rashford, Bruno, and Martial had already done it a season in the season of 2019-2020. Martial netted in 23, Rashford netted in 22. Even Bruno Fernandes came in through and really scored, like, is it 8 with some good assists? So it shows you how that trio can go ahead and really drive United forward to the levels we expect them to be. So Marcus Rashford is really a threat. No one doubts that. And I believe he's really going to be one of those players to get us to the levels that we are supposed to be at. Now, the other player to talk about is Casemiro, a man who was really a very good player into that United central defensive midfield, involved in 2 goals, and obviously he protected the back 4 and he looked well in the defensive and offensive part of the game. Patrice Evra, one of the United legends, has gone ahead to let us know the following about Casemiro. He has confirmed him as the heart of the team. It took long for him to start. I remember at the beginning of the season, every fan didn't understand why Casemiro wasn't starting, but now you can see what he brings to the team. Obviously, talk about the heart of the team. It's Casemiro. Every team would like to be having an engine room that is being operated by one of the best CDMs in the world, or a player that is good at doing that. United has been hunting, all fans of United have been really calling for a central defensive midfielder for like 3-4 seasons, and we missed out on him a lot. And there is no doubt that we are performing better because of our midfield, because games of football are won and lost in the midfield, as Alex Ferguson went ahead to confirm to us. So Casemiro is really a better player, world class, winning duels for United, not an injury-prone player, and doing the needful. So he's the heart of the team. If at all you saw the game yesterday, he was really one of those that really put in a performance that everyone really went ahead to admire. Then he concluded and said he's a player who has won 5 Champions Leagues, so I'm not surprised about his performance. Obviously, there are people that are really surprised about their performance, and they are really saying, oh, look at Casemiro, he's one of the best players in the world. Guys, this guy's been performing at this level for years and years. You get? He has performing like this for years and years. So I believe you are just naive if at all you don't know who Casemiro is. Casemiro is the best central defensive midfielder. And if at all you are doubting, wait for that game on the 14th of January when United is taking on Man City. Let's see who is going to win that battle between Rodri and Casemiro, because Casemiro is going to face one of the best midfields in the world. And you saw when he came in through in that game that ended 6-3 at Etihad, you saw what happened when he came in through. Things really changed, because the midfield battle was won over Man City, because Man City had won it for like 50 minutes. When Casemiro came in through, things changed because he was dictating play. He could really break those runs of Man City, and obviously nothing could really become a threat for Manchester United. So we've only lost 1 game ever since Casemiro started, and that game was against Aston Villa. And I don't want to blame any player for that game, reason being the players were tired. They are playing very many games, and a team of Aston Villa was just playing 1 game per week, and they are fresh. We had just had a very long travel from Spain, and we had won that game 1-0. That really required a lot of effort. Almost the same team was fielded, and all the players looked naked. So that's the only game we've lost, when Casemiro has gone ahead to start as a United central defensive midfielder. But obviously, he's really one of the best that we have in the world, and it shows you that at least Ten Hag is really building something great at the club. So, thank you guys for watching in through. Your reactions to Joao Felix United transfer, resistance, all blow are welcome in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about Erik Ten Hag being frustrated because of United missing out on Cody Gakpo. And if I told you never knew, Liverpool have gone ahead to unveil Cody Gakpo today as their player. We couldn't raise £37 million. That's it. But we are advanced in the deal. But obviously, we had not agreed the deal with PSV. But the player had been convinced to join the club of Manchester United. So, what are your thoughts about Casemiro being praised as the heart of the team? Do you agree with Patrice Evra that Casemiro is the heart of the team of United? obviously into the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. After subscribing, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Last video of the day. May the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly. Rock and David is my name. I sign out for now, and let me see you later tomorrow when you see me. But keep it a point, don't go away tomorrow. We are coming with the story of David Austin, confirming to us that anytime from now the takeover of United might happen. I'm out.